Welcome back, artists. Today we are going to be designing our gingerbread people for our ornaments. I'll put it on my paper and I'm going to trace around the inside. It helps if I keep my pencil straight up and down when I trace so that I don't go underneath the stencil. If I put it to the side, it might go under. Now I can keep that gingerbread shape, or sometimes friends decide they want their gingerbread person to have a dress on, not just pants and things. So I could, instead, I'll show you on this page, trace. And then if I wanted to, I could add like a skirt or a dress on there. How I do it is I just add like a little triangle here. And then to the side, on this side, 2 little triangles. Right now, it looks kind of funny. I need to erase out those lines that were part of the body. And now it looks like the outline of a dress with the legs. I could even make it a little longer if I wanted to, but that's my choice. There's a few things I have to have on my gingerbread person. One of those things is eyes. I need a mouth. I need buttons. And I need some kind of extra details. As I'm designing my gingerbread person, one thing I need to think about is what parts I can press into the clay when I'm making it, and what parts I could add on with extra clay. You're gonna have to do both things. So when I'm drawing my eyes, if I wanted to, I could think about how that I could press into the clay, or I could make a little ball to add on top. I needed a mouth. I needed buttons. When we see gingerbread people, usually they have like little buttons. And another thing that makes me think about gingerbread people is like frosting decorations. So I could add my little frosting decorations on the hands. That could even be part of the shirt if I want my gingerbread person to have clothes on. Now, I could draw this into the clay, or this is something that I could add on with extra clay. If I'm going to add it on, I need to make it look thicker like clay would be, so I'm gonna add a second line. Do I have to have these little frosting bits? No, I don't have to, but I can if I want mine to look like a gingerbread cookie. Now, I also want to start thinking about my extra details. Do I want my gingerbread person to have clothes on? Do I want them to just look like a cookie? I get to choose. But one thing to think about is if I'm adding things on that come off of my gingerbread person, they can't be thin or they'll break off of the clay. So my rule is you have to have 2 fingers. If I hold up my fingers to the leg here, I can see it's 2 fingers thick. Anything that you would add off of your gingerbread person would have to be 2 fingers wide. I want him to have pants on, so I could draw my pants. And maybe I want it to look like a little shirt, so I'm gonna add a neckline too. I should also think about if I want any other patterns or designs, so I think I want my gingerbread man's pants to be striped, so I'm gonna add that. If I decide that I want long hair on my gingerbread person, I also need to follow that 2-finger rule, or it needs to stay connected on top of the body. So I could draw hair onto my gingerbread person. If it stays on top like this, it won't break off as easily as if I did a piece of hair that went off like this. Since it's not 2 fingers, that could break really easily as you're trying to get it home. So I would recommend, if you're gonna add hair, make sure it's on top of your gingerbread person somehow. Once I have my designs with eyes, mouth, buttons, and extra detail, then I can color it. I am going to ask one thing of you as you are coloring your gingerbread person. The skin of your gingerbread person has to be brown. It's a gingerbread cookie. Gingerbread cookies have a brown color. When I'm coloring, I need to use my 3-star coloring. I should stay in the lines, make the white go away, and try and use the same pressure. I need to think about if I want my eyes to be a different color. Oh, well, I better color around those and save them for later. Then I need to think about where else there would be brown. I see the hands here, but I put a shirt on my gingerbread person, so I'm gonna save that and color it in. When I'm coloring, I don't want to use just one color right over the top of everything. These are gonna be so much more fun and so much more special for your families if you use multiple colors. So I think I'm gonna color in my pants with green and red. Now I just don't wanna take green and color in the whole thing. I'm going to make sure that I color in between my lines. So I'm gonna start here. When I get to this line that I draw, I better stop. I don't wanna color right over the top of all of the hard work that I've done. I'm gonna stop. And then I can switch colors when I got to a new line. Oop, I see a line right here, so I better stop when I do that one. And I'm gonna continue to color in my gingerbread person, stopping when I get to the lines that I draw and using multiple different colors.